Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Two new stories. First one is from Ethiopia and Eritrea. Has Ethiopian intelligence agents been spying on Eritrea? Well, the two countries launched joint military offensives on Tigray in the last 2 years. Their offensives on Tigray from the north were joint offensives with participation of ENDF, EDF, Amhara forces. But a report published in a report published about the arrest of an American spy indicates that Ethiopian intelligence agency has been spying on Eritrea. Secondly, viewers, West Wollo, western part of Wollo, where Fano fighters are in a strong position. Last night I reported about assassinations, ambush-style attacks in Wollo. Wollo was the busiest front in the last 2 days. Fano fighters have captured a town in West Wollo. We have details for you in this video. Firstly, viewers, while Ethiopian and Eritrean militaries launched joint offensives on Tigray from November 2020 till November 2022, Ethiopian intelligence agency was spying on Eritrea. By the way, intelligence agencies spy. That is what they do. So they spy on each and everybody. It's not something new, but that just shows that Ethiopian military, while it received support from Eritrean military, was spying on Eritrean military's activities in Ethiopia. Abraham Teklulema is an American citizen born in Ethiopia who was arrested last month. In August, he was arrested. He's from Maryland. And he has been charged with espionage. He worked at US Justice and State Department in IT sector. He had access to classified information about the war in Tigray, about activities of Eritrean military, about activities of Tigray fighters. He had access to satellite images, maps, assessment reports, etc. He downloaded this material, copied this material, classified information. He wasn't authorized. He was not authorized. And then he shared this material with an Ethiopian intelligence agency agent, NIS agent. Obviously, his activities have been exposed, he has been arrested, and he has been charged with espionage. And obviously, he is going to face a trial. Now, what did he share with the NIS agent? When did he share this classified information? The man started downloading classified information in July last year. And from July till December, he shared dozens of classified reports with Ethiopian intelligence agency. Reports were about northern Ethiopia, about activities of Eritrean military, about activities of Tigray fighters. Now, NIS spying on Tigray fighters makes sense because we know that in August last year, a third round of fighting erupted between Tigray fighters and Ethiopian military. On one side, there was TDF. On the other side, there were joint front of Ethiopian military, Eritrean military and Amhara forces. So NIS agents were spying on Tigray fighters' activities, and they were spying on Eritrean military's activities too in these border areas in Tigray. And Abraham Teklulema shared this classified information with Ethiopian intelligence agency agent. Can we say that Ethiopia Eritrea relations could be impacted after this new story that Ethiopian intelligence agency has been involved in spying on Eritrea. Eritrean intelligence agency also spies on Ethiopian military's activities. We hear about the presence of Eritrean military agents, Eritrean intelligence agents in Addis Ababa. That is how intelligence agencies work. They collect information about their friends, about their rivals. It's not something new, but obviously it wouldn't be seen as a sign of ideal relation between Ethiopian and Eritrean militaries and their governments. Let's see how Eritrea responds. Abraham Taklolema has been arrested. He will face a trial. And this development shows the penetration of NIS in US. That NIS managed to acquire information from the US, from US Justice and State Department. But other Ethiopians who are working at security institutions in the US, they'll face problems now. Perhaps more background checks will be carried out, and US organizations will think twice before hiring Ethiopian professionals in such top level security institutions, it seems. Secondly, viewers, Fano fighters have taken control of a town in Wollo, West Wollo. Wollo is the zone, two zones, north, south, West Wollo, where Fano fighters have managed to be in control of large territories. Kutabar to Ambasal, Wagaltana, large territories are under the control of Fano fighters. That is why a new offensive on Fano positions in Wollo is ongoing. And I think when yesterday some journalists claimed that Ethiopian military was withdrawing from Wollo in large number, that wasn't a withdrawal basically. That was start of a major offensive on Fano positions in Wollo. So military convoys were being relocated, they were being sent to new fronts. And since yesterday, for the last 2 days we can say, we have been receiving reports of intense fighting in Wollo. So military has decided that it should strike the place which is Fano's stronghold. And here Colonel Fantahun Muhabau's Fano is operating, which has established local government, you can say. Here in several towns, cities, villages, there is no administrative setup of Prosperity Party, of the government. Rather, Fano fighters are in control. They have appointed people who are running the affairs of these villages and towns. Now, what we have received from West Wollo is Fano's control of a town. The name of this place is Amharasent. Amharasent is in West Wollo, but it's the same territory close to which Fano has significant presence. Wagaltana, Ambasal, then Kutabar and Sindh. We have confirmed that Fano fighters are in control of Sindh. Obviously, offensives will be launched on Fano to dislodge Fano fighters from Sindh, but these offensives are ongoing, not something new. Military has decided now to go after Fano fighters. Military cleared big cities, 6 cities in the first round of operation. those 6 big cities could not be completely cleared. 4 were cleared. In two, Fano is back. In Shorobit, Debre Birhan, Shorobit, Debre Marcos, Fano is back. 4 other cleared relatively, because still there are Fano sleeper cell there. Lalibela, Lalibela as well, not fully cleared, because yesterday we heard about fighting in Lalibela. Gondar cleared, Bahidar partially cleared. In Bahidar too, there was an assassination 2 days ago. Debre Birhan partially cleared. And after that, military, I think, decided to start second round of operation. Second round of operation involves military's penetration deeper into the Amhara region, into forests, mountains, into Fano's strongholds. That is why from Kobo, military tried to go after Mere Wadajo's hideouts to the west of Kobo in mountains, though military suffered losses, military retreated. Now in Wollo, military has decided that it should not just restrict itself to town, cities, big cities. It should go after Fano fighters. It should hunt down Fano fighters. And that is what is happening. I think this is the most crucial phase of the conflict in the Amhara region. Because if here Fano fighters are dislodged completely from smaller villages, towns, it means military is going to have a leverage, and gradually military can further weaken Fano fighters. But obviously all these small towns, villages cannot be cleared in just a few days. It's a long conflict. And Fano fighters have scores of options how to counter this new onslaught on their positions in rural areas, in the outskirts of big towns. I think military has realized that if Fano fighters remain in control of these areas in the periphery, roads cannot be opened. Because despite military's takeover of big cities, military could not open main roads. Main roads leading to Amhara from Oromia remain blocked mostly. So this second round, I personally think, is now underway. Second round of operation against Fano by Ethiopian military. Thank you for watching.